All right, hello Jaywan. Here we are in your code, and there's a few things that don't work. So let's have a look. First of all, in here you have your div it's called scary image, but your image is called scary image. So we should call this one scary image div, like that. And then up here you refer to this scary image div, except that should be E, scary image div. So yeah, scary image div, that's fine now. And then in our image, I think we need to have, at the end of it, I think we need to have a little slash here to close it. And I think that's about it. Also, yeah, so that's it for the HTML. Up here in the code, okay, so you're talking about cat source, mouse source, spider source, pumpkin source, and so on. But down here in the code, you're saying that the source of the scary image is cat, and it should be cat source, so src. Okay, and so this is in the handle button. The handle button begins here, and then in the middle of the handle button function, you have a sound over function. Okay, no, the sound over function needs to be its own function somewhere else. So I'm going to remove that, and we keep making a new sound over function over and over again. That's not the way we do it. Okay, so this is going to be our only sound over function. I'm going to get rid of all of these sound over functions because they're doing exactly the same thing. They're just saying we're in the sound over function, and our scary image div, its display should be none. Okay, so that's what your sound over should do, and everywhere else here, I'm just going to get rid of all of this stuff. All of this stuff has got to go. So everything in between here, these sound overs need to leave each time. So let's get rid of those. So I'm just getting rid of the repeated sound overs and getting rid of the display as block. We don't need that each time. Get rid of that. All right, almost done. All right, so if our number is 1, I'm just going to take this one block, I'm going to put down at the bottom. Okay, down to here. All right, so what we're saying is if the number is 1, we're going to play the cat sound, and we're going to make our scary image into the cat source. Okay? Or else, if our number is 2, we're going to play the spider sound, and we're going to make our source the spider source. Or else, if the number is 3, we're going to make we're going to play the snake sound, and we're going to make our scary image dot source the snake source, and the pumpkin source, and the witch source, and the unicorn source, and the evil source, and the ghost source, and the pig source, and the head source, and the monster source, and the mouse source. All right. And these should all have else's in front of it. So if it's not equal to 1, do that, or else. If it's equal to 2, do that, or else. If it's equal to 3, or else. If it's equal to 4, or else. If it's equal to, I don't need all those spaces in between. Or else. If it's equal to 6, or else. If it's equal to 7, or else. If it's equal to 8. Putting the else in speeds up the code quite a bit. So if it was equal to 1, for example, it would go and do this. And because it would see the else, it wouldn't go and test, is it equal to 2, is it equal to 3, is it equal to 4. If you don't put the else's, if it's equal to 1, it will then test, am I equal to 2? Is number equal to 2? But we already know it's equal to 1. So the else tells us to stop searching. Okay, and it really does save up quite a bit of time, programming time. So else, if. All right, So then, once we get through all of our elses and ifs, then we're going to say, okay, let's make our scary image div. Let's make the scary image div visible. So we're going to make its display a block so we can see it. Okay? Then we've reached the end of our function, right? Our button pressed function, or handle button. So this is the end of the handle button. So I'm going to write that right here as a comment. This is the end of the handle button function. All right, then we have our sound over function. We only have one of them. We don't have 12 of them. We just have one, and it's saying that, okay, when the sound is over, we're going to console log we are in sound over, and then it will make the div disappear. So the div's style dot display is none, so we can't see it. All right, let's try that out. And if I click button 1, there's your cat, and you can hear the sound. Okay. Button 2, I'm not hearing anything. Button 3, nothing. Button 4, let's see what the JavaScript console says. Okay, when we pressed 2, it says it cannot read property of play. All right, let's quickly have a look at that. What were we asking it to play? Spider sound dot play. Let's go and look at our spider sound. Yeah, because you don't call it spider sound, you just call it spider. So up here, what we're saying is our spider sound, whoops, our spider sound is a new audio. The source of the spider sound is this wave. Okay? We have the same problem here. This should be pumpkin sound, that should be unicorn sound, that should be witch sound, this should be snake sound, that should be pig sound, ghost sound, evil sound, head sound. And then you have head sound again, so that's a bit of an issue. I'm thinking that's just a copying and pasting error, so I'm going to remove these two things. I don't think they do anything, so let's just get rid of that. Okay, then you have your monster sound. Okay, whoa, I erased too much. So we just had one thing too many. So our monster sound, and this should be monster sound. All right, so let's try that. So if we click on button 2, nothing. And let's see what the error is. Play of undefined. So it's saying when we go to play something, it's undefined. Let's see. Spider sound dot play. It's saying spider sound is undefined. And let's go and have a look at that again. I thought we corrected that. So spider sound is new audio. Spider sound source is all of this. Okay, great. Put a semicolon at the end of it. Spider sound add event listener ended. Go to sound over. Okay, that looks fine. So update and save. And button 2, nope. Cannot read play of undefined. Oh, here we have mouse.source instead of mousesound.source. Okay, maybe that was causing the error. Let's see. Whoops. Let's save that. There we go. That was the problem. Okay, so button 1 works, button 2 works, button 3. Okay, also these are way too big. Like they're too wide. So one of the things we can do is when we're talking about the size of our image, here, right here, we have our scary image. We can just say hashtag scary image. All right, let's try that again. Hashtag scary image. And we can define the width. So width is, let's say we wanted that to be 400 pixels. So 400 pixels like that. Just define the width. If you don't define the height, it will just make the height proportional to what it was before with the width. Okay, so if we run that, and we press button 2, so it makes the spider 400 pixels wide, like that. Okay? There we go. That's how to fix your code. Have a good day.